We're here with University of Central Oklahoma, Coach Edgar, and he has with him Dominique and Amanda. At this time, Coach, if you want to go ahead and give your opening statement.
Thank you. Just like to congratulate Central Missouri first. It's a good program, a good team. We battled them 3 times this year. Thought we did good at times, but a lot of credit goes to them, so I'd like to congratulate them at first. And then as far as the match goes, just general statements. Tried running a 6-2, tried running a 5-1. I think at times, regardless of the system, our defense was working fairly well, and at times was more of a mental focus, in my opinion. And then again, I thought our opponents executed pretty well as far as consistency went. So, looking at stats after the game as usual, everything is just so close, it's barely different, but again, the consistency helps there when you're slightly behind on multiple categories. So,
Coach, can you just take a second and talk about the season as a whole?
Sure. It's been a growing season for us. I think Domi and Mandy can attest to that quite a bit. Not necessarily a usual season in terms of wins and losses for Central Oklahoma, but I definitely think it's been a very good growing season. I think we could have done a little better here, could have done a little better there, but same token, I got to give them credit. We did have 5 and at times 7 freshmen in and out, so I don't want to use it as a crutch. I've heard that whole season long, but that's what's made a growing year. While I thought we may have slipped a couple of matches here and there that should have been probably in the win column, I also thought we did get some matches that are pretty tough against nationally ranked opponents, so we got more than 1 win. So you get a few of those, you lose a few of those. As long as I think the team grows, as long as the individual grow, that's a positive as far as season goes.
Dominique, you obviously had a big night. You came up with 32 digs tonight. Talk about the things you were happy to see from your team in a tough match against Central Missouri.
We weren't very consistent at times, but when we were, it was fun, and you could tell we were having fun. So we always have fun on the court. That is one thing I will miss, and I loved.
Amanda, you were on the court the whole time, a 6-position player. Talk about the things that in that third set were the difference makers.
I feel like our passing really stepped up, and our hitters were able to hit shots and find holes. And that was one thing, when the pass was there, it opened up 3 options for all of our hitters. So everyone just really stepped up and just did their job, and it was fun.
You talked about having a young team, coaching girls. What are you looking forward to coming back next year?
I feel like we gained a lot of experience this year, and that was probably the biggest thing that we could take away. Because at the beginning, it was a lot of learning how to gel and work together. I feel like taking that into the spring will be a big thing, just playing a lot of volleyball together. And I think this will kind of light a fire under our butts. There's a lot of matches that we were so close this year, and so if we just keep that in mind throughout the spring, good things could happen in the fall.
Coach, you concur?
Absolutely. The only thing I'd add is Domi sitting here next to me. She did awesome for us, and I'm not referring just to this season. She's been a pillar for our defense for straight 4 years now. She started as a freshman. Her senior year just made her 4th time all-conference team, 1st team all-conference. Still leading the nation in digs per set and total number of digs. Those are not, just everyday stats when you're talking nationwide, and you're talking the quality level that our conference and our region brings to the court every time. So I'd like to thank her for giving 4 years of her athletic career at UCO, and we're always going to be thankful.
4 years of making other hitters very mad.
Right, well, pick back up at Dom. You're from Kansas City, Liberty. What's it mean for you to play, in Kansas City for your senior year, and obviously you're going to play selection committee has, but talk about if this is the end, what's it mean to play in Kansas City?
It's very bittersweet. Very bittersweet. Go on. I love it here. It's awesome, and the atmosphere is amazing. So it's fun. Fun playing here.
And Coach, you guys talk about that too. We heard Coach Goentag talk about that a little bit too, about coming to Kansas City and playing in an atmosphere like this and a tournament like this. Can you talk about that a little bit more too, for what it is on the coaching side of it?
I don't know if it changes anything, honestly, from the coaching side of it. I think if you think about it, and I'm pretty sure a lot of coaches will agree with me, we got to do what we got to do from, X's and O's perspective and getting them ready and logistics and meal at this time and show up at this time. But I think it's huge for them as student athletes. They put so much into day-to-day grind, I call it. Season long, 4 years later, how many times studying on the bus, 7+ hour trips, 3 matches out of town in the same week. I would say hundreds and hundreds of miles for one season. So when you look at it that way, and then all of that for a lot of teams culminates to a conference tournament like this, and very likely for a lot of teams, again, they'll be the end of the season, and for a lot of players at the same time. I think it's the least we can do as an institution, but more importantly as a conference, because I know the conference has a lot to do with that, to honor them by just bringing it in the same place, location-wise, to acknowledge them on the game introduction, who made the all-conference teams. That did not used to happen. Here's an athlete who puts so much, sweat and effort and blood at times, literally, into a program, be it ours or somebody's, another school's program, another institution's program. It's awesome for them. And I think we again, institutions and conference, can still do it better. I think they can do a banquet the night before and acknowledge these kids. It's not, a lot to do. I think other conferences have done that for years, and knowing how prominent MIAA is in volleyball, I think it's something we need to look closer at acknowledging all of our student athletes, just because they put a lot into it. Back to coaches, we don't do anything different, right? In some ways, it's easier for us to not have it here, right? But I think it's great for the student athletes.